All right, let's go to the story now. Eskom has launched an urgent court bid against the City of Johannesburg. Now, this is over City Power's debt of over 1 billion rand. The power utility says it is left with no choice but to take this matter to court in order to try and get a declaratory order to force City Power to pay what's due. So we've reached out to City Power and they've pointed us towards the City of Johannesburg. So we'll bring you their take as soon as we have it. But for now, let's chat to Amanda Qithi, Eskom Gauteng Spokesperson, and understand exactly what's going on here. Amanda, thank you so much for your time this evening. When did they start defaulting?
Good evening, Bongiwe. The city started defaulting in October 2023. That's when we started to see these erratic payments from them.
And how erratic have the payments been? Are they paying maybe 30%, 50% of the bill, or 5%? How far are they going?
Very erratic. I'll give you an example. For example, in January and Feb, when their bills were due for in March, they had not made the payment for January and for February. And as we speak, their bill for the invoice of March, it still has not been paid. So that's how erratic it's been.
What reasons are they giving for this?
I think you saw that there is a dispute in terms of the overbilling that they're citing. And also I think there's been a lot of engagements between ourselves and City Power to try and resolve this matter. And it is before the judge. So that's the one thing that they're citing. It has nothing to do with them not having the money to pay. It's really just the disputes that they say that we have been overbilling them in some of their bulk points.
And how then do you begin to resolve this? Because they are saying that for them, it's a potential overbilling and that in fact you owe the city billions of rands in inaccurate overcharging, and they're citing over the last 3 years when I'm reading some of the reports. So how then do you begin to resolve this matter while you're also having this dispute?
Right. So I think firstly, one thing that I need to just bring forward is that if a municipality has a dispute, they need to continue to pay their account. Just because there's a dispute, it does not absolve them from paying their account, because we have delivered energy, so they need to pay for what they've consumed. And then secondly, there's been a technical an expert that they've appointed to actually look at our data. And the reports that came from the expert that they had appointed was that our data was actually correct. They rejected the report, and it was then decided that we would have a task team, technical team from Eskom and from City Power to look at the data together. And then City Power can then be able to see that there's actually no inaccuracy in our billing. In the middle of the process, they wrote us a letter to say that they are withdrawing and they want to appoint another expert to look at our data. We agreed to that, and they said they would then give us the name of the person who they want to look at the bill. But I also need to remind you that the matter is in front of the judge, Judge Muneke. So Museneke, please excuse me, Museneke. So they said that they do not want, because we were recommending that the same matter be referred to her, but they refused that, and they said that they are looking for, because it's a technical issue, they want somebody who's technical to actually look at it instead of the judge looking at it. We are then waiting for them to give us the terms of reference so that we can look at the new person that they are appointing, and we can all agree to say that that is the person that who will then, I think for the third time, be looking at the data. And I think from our side, we're very confident in terms of the billing accuracy, because we've had somebody from City Power looking at it and giving the report to say the data was accurate. And in the second time, when both teams from Eskom and from City Power were looking at the data, they pulled out to say that, no, they want to appoint someone else. So that is where we are at this point. But I think what is key is that with everything that is still happening, the dispute, they are required in terms of the electricity supply agreement to honor their payments.
And it'll be interesting to also hear from them what they have to say. But Amanda, are they the only ones that are in trouble here?
So we do have issues, with the city of Tshwane, where, for the past, I think, 2 years, they've made erratic payments, and we've spoken to them. At this point, there's still been no change. and also with the City of Johannesburg, the City of Ekurhuleni, where they would make late payments. So it's not just, I think in terms of the metros, we are currently having issues with all the three metros within the province.
So are you then going to be taking action against the others as well, possibly?
We definitely have been taking action with the City of Tshwane, and we will do likewise as well with the City of Ekurhuleni.
Amanda, then in about 10 seconds, how difficult of a position does this put Eskom in?
It puts us in a very difficult position because in terms of we've incurred expenses in terms of the electricity that has been delivered to the municipalities, and yet we are not getting any revenue. So our financial stability is definitely compromised. We need to conduct maintenance. We need to look at other technologies to improve how we do things within Eskom. But obviously now, if we are unable to collect revenue, it puts us in a very difficult position financially.
All right, Amanda, hopefully we get to hear from them to understand exactly what's going on here. That's Amanda Qithi, Eskom Gauteng Spokesperson. You can see there also another story we're tracking at this hour on the side of your screens. That's the rescue mission there that's taking place in Georgia currently following that building collapse.